But what was really interesting was the gift shop at the end of the temple. Questionable doesn't even begin to describe. This is the realest travel video you're gonna see all day. Okay, so it's our final day in Singapore. So we got up and headed out to Chinatown because we were on a mission. We were gonna have the cheapest Michelin star meal in the world. But we had to do some sightseeing along the way. We were not prepared. The Chinatown in Singapore is like Amazon on steroids for shopping. Just markets and markets of stuff, things and trinkets. I mean, like for a quarter of the price of what you would find on Amazon. And this is like back in the day when shit was cheap. Man, I was so mad because I didn't even buy anything. Damn. We were gonna be out all day, and this was early in the morning. I was not prepared to be carrying all this shit all over Singapore. But man, guys, they finally let me into a temple. This time I wasn't dressed as slutty. Well, I actually think I was dressed slutty-er this time, but they let me cover up. Okay, and the little cover up was cute. The fit is giving. Look at me, looking like I belong there. Yeah. This was such a gorgeous temple. Everything was so intricate and detailed. It was exquisite. I love the gold. Look at the design. But what was really interesting was the gift shop at the end of the temple. Questionable doesn't even begin to describe what kind of souvenirs they were selling in this Buddhist temple gift shop, y'all. Mind you, this gift shop is still connected to the temple. It's still within the temple, okay? This gift shop was selling dick-shaped can openers. What? I know you're thinking, Shabri, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I don't really understand what was going on. They were life-size, wooden, dick-shaped can openers, okay? The anatomy was very accurate, and there was a can opener tab like in the balls area. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Zero chill about it. Just right next to the keepsakes and glassware, y'all, like snow ornaments and decorative plates. What? Now, do I have a picture? Yes, of course. I'm not gonna show you those photos. I'm not trying to end up on a watch list. Yo, every now and then that photo pops up on my Google Memories, and I just have to pray that I'm not in public when that happens. After we picked our jaws up off the floor, we left the temple and wandered on. We came across two buildings randomly that me and my husband always still talk about. They were so pretty. I really love how this taller building plays with space. It utilizes it really well. And of course, this building having a jungle on each floor is a showstopper. See, that's one of the things I love about Singapore. They love to integrate some nature into their architecture. Now, somehow we ended up wandering through a mall. And when we got to the outside, we came across this huge heart structure that was covered in locks. These were so cute. They were love locks and they had people's initials on them. It was actually so convenient. There was a machine nearby that was selling heart-shaped locks. Michael was so sweet. He actually bought two. So we put one on the heart structure and then we took one back home. We actually put it around the little pull lever on one of our lamps in our living room. We're in there every night, and so we're always turning this lamp on and off. Every time I touch that lamp, I see that heart lock and I think of Singapore. So again, we're on adventure mode. I saw a building that had these gorgeous, colorful shutters. I love anything rainbow. So we made our way towards it and discovered it was right next to a park, actually. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just a standard park, but it was really pretty. Okay, after all that strolling, we were hungry, so it was finally time to try that cheapest Michelin star meal in the world. The place is called Hawker Chan. Homeboy's the OG. This is the first hawker stall ever to be awarded a Michelin star. My best explanation of a hawker stall is basically a one-man mobile restaurant. It was really cool. My husband showed me this documentary the day before about the founder of the hawker stall. Y'all, this man came from the bottom. Talk about hard work. Half the time, they didn't even have anywhere for these people to sit, right? It's not like it's a food truck park in Austin where there's picnic tables and a designated area for people to come and eat, right? You just kind of had to set up where you could. Poor thing was having to wash his own dishes in between servicing customers. Hell, when it got real popular and busy, the damn customers were helping wash the dishes. Of course, a good thing doesn't stay secret for long, so eventually they opened up several chain locations all over the city. The actual stall itself is the only location that has a Michelin star, but we did go to one of the chain locations that has a Bib Gourmand. It all serves the exact same food. So technically, we didn't have the cheapest Michelin star meal in the world. While they do serve a variety of foods, we had to get the duck because that's what made the hawker stall famous. I gotta say, it was absolutely delicious and incredibly cheap. But honestly, I will say that it did taste similar to some Chinese American restaurants that I've been to. But I love it all the same. So for the evening, we ended up back near the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. Remember they had that mall in there that called me broke? And I couldn't afford a single thing in there except a bowl of floppy noodles. It was nighttime and they were having this water and light show. It's just so nice to be able to go somewhere and just sit and be for free, right? This place had ample seating. It was right near the pier, so you could just feel that sea air. It was really nice to just be around everybody and have a place to rest and enjoy this gorgeous show. Perfect end to the night. So we loved our trip in Singapore. See? It was so beautiful, so easy to get around, and it's touted as one of the most technologically advanced cities in the world, and it shows. The city is packed with skyscrapers, each one more decadent and creative than the next. They get a little funky with the designs. They incorporate some nature, and we loved it. Now, I didn't have an exact count, but if I had to guesstimate, I would say that there's approximately 43,331 malls in this teeny tiny country. If you blink and you take a wrong turn, you're in a mall, okay? Be careful out there. Seriously, if you shop, go to Singapore. They have a lot of our favorites, plus a lot of cute other equivalents at really good prices. Y'all, I found this shoe brand called Charles & Keith that was in all of the malls. Oh, Lord. They have the cutest shoes and sandals I have ever seen. Who is over there at R&D? Okay, at Charles & Keith. Those are the cutest shoes, the cutest sandals, the cutest flip-flops, the cutest high heels. They had me out there really thinking, maybe I should try my hand at a stiletto heel. I should be able to, you think I could do it? Luxurious. They had all the little baubles. They were decorated. So cheap, you wouldn't even believe. It was like Ross prices, but they were gorgeous. They looked designer. My husband was just shaking his head. He was like, don't you dare. But they didn't have a size 11. Charles and Keith. Charles and Keith. Oh, why would they do this to me? Charles, Keith, you are my sworn enemies, okay? Because how dare you? What are you trying to say? What exactly are you trying to say, Charles and Keith? Okay, you trying to say my feet are big? You're trying to call my feet too big? You're trying to say my feet are big? You better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. Whatever happened to diversity and inclusion? What happened to DEI? I want some affirmative action on these feet. Big-footed Black women matter. This was also the first place that I got exposed to the sheer power that an international, specifically an Asian, 7-Eleven holds. The food in there, they got all kinds of rice bowls, curry plates, dumplings, noodles, anything, you name it, fresh, so good. Oh, y'all got food. My jaw was on the floor. I already love our janky-ass 7-Eleven as it is in America. I eats a 7-Eleven up. Baby, I love a 7-Eleven. On a real tip though, y'all better go try that French vanilla coffee at 7-Eleven. Don't y'all sleep on it. I don't know what they're putting in that shit. It's sweet as hell though. It's diabetic. We were so sad we had to say goodbye to our butler, Jasper. Y'all, this man was off for the day. He remembered our flight time and met us at the hotel before we left for the airport. He had just graduated from business school the day before, so I got him a mooncake. Mooncake time of year is the best time of year. I fucking love mooncakes. Here, it's a whole culture. You gotta get on your Zoom and do research for these mooncakes. Girl, they're dropping these things like designer purses. It's like a whole rollout. It's actually the hotels that do their own signature line. It comes in this really pretty packaging. Girl, and they're expensive as hell. He was super impressed. He was like, damn, this is nice. He said he had to hide it though because I did not get him the St. Regis one. I did my research and they didn't have the best one of the season. It was really nice to be able to say goodbye to Jasper one last time and give him his parting gift. He probably owns half of Singapore right now. That man, that was a hard worker. He was productive, he was efficient, he was knowledgeable, he had people skills. Hey, if anybody's looking to hire that guy Jasper, this is my video recommendation for him. Jasper, use this as your video reference if you need a job. It's about drive, it's about power. So that was our last day in Singapore. We're headed off to Malaysia. And somehow Malaysia is gonna top this. We were only a third of the way through our honeymoon, guys. I was in heaven. Come back and see what other adventures we get into when the Robinsons take Malaysia. Until next time, Singapore, you're a real one.